Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today. We're just going to do a quick little flow for you this morning or wherever you are in your day, just to kind of get you moving, get your breath linked up with that movement, and get you kind of in tune with your body. So this will be more of a slow flow. If you have any props that you want to bring in, go ahead and grab them. Otherwise, as you're ready, come to a comfortable seat just at the front of your mat. Today for me, it's going to be Virasana. And so as you're ready to get settled, palms face down, sit back so you can stack the head right over the tailbone. The spine is nice and tall. And we'll just start to find our breath here. In and out through the nose, constricting the back of the throat, maybe making it audible for that Ujjayi breath. Go ahead, blink your eyes open. And as you inhale, start to take your arms up. As you exhale, bring them right back down. So again, linking the breath with the movement. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Do that one more time. Inhale, bring the arms up. This time as you exhale, the left hand's going to go to the right knee. We're going to create this twist looking over your right shoulder. 2 breaths here in your twist. And then inhale, come back through center. Use the exhale, right hand to your left knee. So opposite way, look over your left shoulder. Follow the breath as you inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, hands come down by your sides. And place them and start to push back to all fours. So making sure you have the stack of your hands, your wrists and your shoulders, your knees and your hips, and then drop the belly, lift the heart and the sits bones, coming into cow pose. Exhale, rounding into cat. Back and forth with your breath. Really feeling the movement all the way down the spine. Feel it through the arms. After your next exhale, come into a neutral spine, so there's no sway in the back. And then take your hands out forward, coming into puppy pose, chest drops down. So we see a lot of different variations of this. This might be it, right? My hands might be here, especially if I'm feeling it a lot of really active through the hands. And then I'm just going to drop my head, trying to create this space between my shoulders and my ears so letting my shoulders fall away. For our more flexible folks, you're probably going to start to bring your chest down and then the chin will maybe come down. Wherever you are, really breathing into these shoulders, into the arms, maybe even into the low back a little bit. This pose feels so good for me. Hopefully it gives you a nice opening as well. Couple more breaths here. And push into the hands so the chest starts to lift, working the hands back towards you. We're going to curl the toes under and make it back to down dog. If you don't want down dog wherever you are in your day, stay in tabletop. Most of the movements that we're doing, you can take from there. Find your breath in your down dog. See if you want to pedal out the feet. See if you need some movement. Use your inhale, take your right leg up, bend your knee, open up the hip, and start to circle it around. As slow or as fast as it feels good. Go in both directions. And then bend the knee, open up the hip again. Use your exhale, step through right inside your right thumb. Push through your left heel before you go anywhere, right? Find the stability of your legs. And then use your inhale start to come up into your lunge. Hands reach up. As you exhale, cactus the arms open. Feel the strength of your legs. Feel the opening through the chest. Inhale, reach back up. As you exhale, cactus open again. Nice and slow. Inhale, back up. One more time. This time we'll hold it. Really push through that back foot. Maybe sink even more into the hips. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale to the earth. Keep your right foot where it is. Place your left hand down. We're going to open up the chest here. Lift the right arm. So really try and pull the right hip creeps back so the left comes forward. We keep the bend in that knee. And then as we exhale, the right hand's going to come down. We'll step back to plank. Take this nice and slow. So we're going to come through the knees, lower down to the chest. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale, lower. And then push it back to child's pose. Knees out wide. Toes together to touch, and then walk the hands forward. Finding your breath here, allowing your belly to drop, your head to connect, to surrender between the movement. Take your next exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. Left hand might stack on top, it might be right next to, or more flexible, pinky to pinky. Drop the head between the arms. Really trying to pull the left hip back so we get all this length from the left pinky to the left hips. Breathing into the space. And then gently walk your hands back through center. Coming over to the left side, same thing here. Maybe we're stacking, maybe it's hand to hand or over. Drop the head. Find the breath. Gently again, coming back through center. This time looking up towards the hands, pushing into them, coming through tabletop, curling your toes under, back to down dog. Setting up for that movement on the other side. If you need any movement in your down dog, though, be sure to take it. Talini's got the itches. Pedal out the feet if you need to. And then use the inhale, take your left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Some little hip circles in both directions. Go as slow or as fast as you want on this side. Other direction if you haven't switched yet. And then take your time. Use your exhale. Step through right towards that left thumb. Settle out your hips. Pull your left hip back. Let that right hip come forward. Push into your back heel. And then as you inhale, reach up. Sink the hips down. Find your breath here. As you exhale, cactus the arms again. We're going to change the movement up just a little bit. This time, taking a big inhale. Use the exhale, elbows start to come together. It's like you have resistance bands on the arms. Go slow. Inhale, let them open up, open the chest up. Exhale, elbows come together. Find this little lean so you open the back up. Inhale, apart. One more time, exhale, come together, rounding. Inhale, open up. Take another big exhale here. Inhale, reaches your arms up. And then exhale to the earth. The right hand's going to stay down. Stay with that shape of the legs. Pull the hip back. Open up your left arm. Find your twist. As you exhale, left hand comes down to meet the right. Left foot steps back. Coming into your plank. Again, slowly. Dropping the knees. coming down to the chest. Inhaling for cobra. Exhale to lower. Back through hands and knees to child's pose. And this time in your child's pose, come on, Talini. Bring your hands together to touch like you're coming into prayer. And then the arms come back towards the spine. So we're going to stretch the backs of the arms here. The elbows will stay down. Nice deep breaths again. And use the exhale, let the hands come forward. Start to push into them, lifting the hips and the chest, sliding everything forward, coming down onto the belly and the forearms for Sphinx. Okay, so this is a pose that I come into and I like to talk about. When I come into this pose, I feel it personally in my low back, right? It's not a very comforting sensation. So, things we can do to turn that off are first, tuck the tailbone, right? So we find this rounding at the low back. My tailbone starts to roll under and I engage my core when that happens. So already some of that sation's gone. So I'm here, engaged in my core. Then I'm going to push into the tops of my feet so the legs turn on, my kneecaps are lifted off of the mat. Then I'll readjust my chest. The sensation's gone out of my low back and I'm active in this Sphinx pose. From here, we'll take the gaze over the right shoulder and then over the left. Do that again slowly, back through center, over the right, over the left. And then as you exhale, lower the chest down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. So as low or as high as you want to go here. Use the inhale for cobra, head moves up last. Exhale, lower. Do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. And then from here, slide the hands forward so it's palms face down. Your chin is going to come down towards your chest until your head touches the earth. Full supination, just breathe. For me, this is such a beautiful pose. I feel connected, in tune, watching the breath. Watching it settle and feeling out the movement. Slowly again, slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. And from here, it's kind of interesting. Just slide your right arm underneath your left and then roll over onto your back. From here, take your knees into your chest. Start to create some circles, some side-to-side movement, left to right. Feeling out the low back, feeling the sacrum, rolling over the SI joints in the spine. And then start to hug your knees in, opening the knees towards the shoulders. From here, either grabbing the soles, the insides or the outsides of the feet for the soles, or behind the knees for happy baby. Again, keeping that rock from left to right. Closing the eyes here as we start to wind down. And then bringing the knees into the chest, squeezing them towards you. Open the arms up to a T. Both knees fall over to the right side for our supine twist. Let there be space between your knees and your belly, and then gaze over your left arm. If you have a puppy there, just pet him. Feel into the twist. Bring the knees back through center. Hug them in again. Give yourself that space. Drop them to the left. Gaze goes to the right. And coming back through center, squeezing the knees. One last time, big hug for yourself. Lift your head. Give each knee a little kiss. And then as you exhale, Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your palms face up, the feet flop out. Take up space on your mat. Lying on your back, close your eyes. If it doesn't feel good to have your legs flat on the earth for your Shavasana, take your feet as wide as the mat and let your knees fall in together to touch. And then any adjustments that you need to stay here for longer, make sure you take them. And let go of any controlled breath. Let the body start to fully soften. And you could stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like today. Just when you're about ready to come out of it, place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and watch the natural flow of the breath. And take a moment of gratitude just to realize that this breath is borrowed. You don't own the air that you're breathing in to give you life. It makes watching the breath just a little bit sweeter when we know we don't own it, but we know we can control it. And then bring motion back through the toes, the fingers. If you'd like that full body stretch, take it as you inhale. Use your exhale, bend into your knees, roll over to your side, stay comfortable for a moment, and thank yourself for getting onto your mat. And then use the strength of your arms to push yourself up to a seat. Closing our practice together, we'll bring the hands to heart center, wishing the benefits of the practice out to all beings everywhere. Thumbs come to meet your third eye. Let's bow. Namaste. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day.